Hey Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We are so happy you joined us for a happy hour. Today is our official celebration of 1 year of DOU. I think we're going to call this episode 1 year of doing it. Get it? No pun intended.
DOU-ing it.
This is so special. And Riley and I were texting about this. I think we were, or maybe we were talking about it on last week's episode, but 50 episodes at just about our 1 year is pretty awesome. That means like only 52 weeks in a year. We're consistent through our first year, which is something to be proud of.
We always talk about consistency here on DOU. We're taking our own advice, giving you an episode a week. And I just love that it's like part of our routines now. I remember when we first started, and we're going to jump into like how we started up everything. But we were like, I can't wait until we're just so used to it. There's no technical difficulties every time. And like, it's just a part of our routine. And now we're here. And so like Riley said, this episode is going to be dedicated to all the good things that we love about DOU, kind of talking about just the making of DOU and more behind the scenes, some of our favorite moments, some of your favorite moments, and also give you guys a little bit of 101. If a podcast is something that's on your heart, we can share a little bit of our journey. So we're going to get into it, but we just wanted to first start off the episode by just thanking each and every single one of you for being a part of DOU. That is literally, the DOU crew is because of you guys and your support, your reposts, your comments, your likes, sharing it with a friend. Like, that has made this year as special as it was. I don't think Riley and I could have dreamt up a better first year doing this. So we just appreciate you, especially if you were around, because even from the first episode to 50, I feel like we've grown and just become more ourselves every single week. Yes, truly. Thank you guys for being here. My favorite part of Drinks on Us is all of the listeners and talking to you guys, meeting you guys. So yeah, I feel like we're all just on one big FaceTime every single week.
It's the best. I feel like it's really encompassed what we envisioned. It's like a happy hour, girl talk, girl code. So we love you guys. And here's to many, many more years. So that's basically what we're going to chit chat about tonight. But we still want to do our regular lineup and chit chat. So Rye, what do you have in your cup tonight?
Oh, tonight I'm drinking T-Bird. I wanted something super fun and special for tonight's episode. I went with the half and half, and it is hitting the spot. It's fresh tea and lemon, and it's just so refreshing. Perfect summer drink.
It's so good. The lemon one is my favorite. What's the specific name? Is it just sweet tea with lemon? Or is
half
it
and half?
Half and half. I knew it had something cute.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm so glad we found this. But what about you? What's in your cup?
So I am kind of similar to last week just because I enjoyed it so much, but I wanted to have like a pink drink to be very DOU coated. If you guys are watching on YouTube too, I went for a very DOU coated shirt, which I'll talk about after I tell you my drink. But it's just a raspberry rose poppy and then a little bit of like coconut Cool Whip with sweet cream Chobani creamer frothed in my Nespresso.
Stop. That
you know what I mean?
I'm drooling. I drank a raspberry rose poppy last night with dinner, and I just have got to say it might be my number one poppy flavor. And that's the one that you initially told me to try first.
Because there's something so unique about the flavor that no other brand has.
Right. It's so unique.
I also just have to comment before I give my shirt its moment is that you had Wildberry at home. And you didn't even talk, like, I was like, hello, Wildberry, I haven't even, you've never told us that you've tried it here.
Last night was my first time trying it. I actually gave it to Kate because I didn't like it.
No. Was it too sweet for you?
Yeah, it tasted too much like berry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a very strong flavor. It doesn't, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's definitely different than the other poppies.
It tasted like the blue Faygo that we used to drink at like birthday parties when we were 5.
I love that.
I know. I just didn't love.
No, that's funny because I feel like I gravitate towards the nostalgic ones, like the grape and the Wildberry, and that's not really your vibe.
No, I don't really like the grape one either. Yeah. So that's okay.
No, but raspberry rose is, I think, my favorite. That and orange. I think those are my two.
Elite.
elite. But yeah, if you guys are watching on YouTube, if you're not, it is, I'm wearing this cute cherry shirt with a pink bow on it. And I've never seen a more dew-coated shirt. However, it's breaking my heart a little bit that it doesn't say Drinks on Us or Dew Crew or something on it. So I just can't wait to like make this even better, but with our logo on it.
No, you guys, Rose joined our video and my jaw was on the floor. I'm obsessed with the shirt. It is so dew. And if you're not watching on YouTube, it's worth turning on YouTube to see it. It's so freaking cute. And yeah, I wish that we made it.
I know. So if this becomes like, you'll have to let us know if you love this, because we will put it in our back pocket and just elevate it and make it even better when we make our merch.
Yes.
However, this is from Amazon and they have the cutest logo and icon and like very young 2000s dew-coated type of shirts. And so I'll link this one and you guys can look at all the different patterns, because it's just nice to have cute little t-shirts for little things like filming your podcast.
Yeah, link it. We're all going to buy it. It's so freaking cute. Justice for cherries, by the way.
Justice for cherries. I really hope everyone for our 1 year cake really saw that tribute to cherries.
I really hope.
You know what, Rye?
What?
We haven't added to our justice list in quite some time.
Oh my gosh, what deserves justice? Wait, I just said something the other day and now I can't remember.
I know.
What?
Justice for Jordan Childs.
Oh my gosh, I forgot I wanted to talk to you about that.
Justice
what are your thoughts?
For Jordan Childs.
Add her to the list. She's the president.
She is the president. I'm baffled. I find myself not even being able to talk about it because it makes me so sick for her.
Yeah, I'm like just confused. How did we get here? Like, what?
To me, after the medal ceremony, like, I'm not saying that it wasn't sad for that girl in the moment, but like there's still so much like hype and things happen. But once the medal concludes, what are we doing? Why is all this stuff happening? I just don't get it. It's not even the same. Like, does that girl really, I mean, obviously she wants the medal, but like she didn't even get her moment to like enjoy it. And I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm utterly confused. And all I have to say is I saw the funniest TikTok of like, you know how USA is now appealing it again?
No, I didn't realize that. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I'm sure everyone knows, like, do we even have to set the precedent of what's going on?
I'm sure people know. So basically, you explain it. You're better.
No, it's just basically Jordan Childs, which is a U.S. gymnast. She originally did her floor routine and came in 5th, but her coaches basically put in an appeal that one of her moves was done to its fullest potential to raise her score. They accepted it. And so the girl who was technically in 3rd got booted out. After the medal ceremony, days later, I guess, whatever her country is, I can't remember off the top of my head.
I forget.
Appeal, like, basically challenged it again. And they're saying, like, Jordan may be in jeopardy of giving her medal away and, like, she's going to need to return it. But then I guess within like 60 seconds of finding out, like, or something, I may be exaggerating, USA had like a video and all this evidence and receipts and is now like going back and saying, no, she deserves it. This is what happened. She can keep it. And so the TikTok is receipts, timelines, everything. And it's like USA Gym right now. So I have no clue what's going to happen. I'm just so sad. Jordan Childs said she is deactivating all of her social media for her mental health.
Oh my gosh, that makes me so sad because she's like such a big personality.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, I'm hoping that she's just like looking at the bright side, whatever it may be, and like having, because I always view her as like having the best attitude. I feel like she was always like riling up the girls on the team and always just, you know, the person that the girls go to when they need a mood boost. And so this makes me really sad for her. Yeah. Imagine having to return your Olympic medal that you stood on the podium and like received. That's just nuts to me.
It's so nuts. And it really makes me sad because this is the moment and this like bliss bubble that they get to be in after all this hard work the last 4 years. And she's probably in such a bad place mentally right now and like just so sad and confused when she should be on top of the world, you know, like this is their moment.
I just feel like like you were saying, once awards are given and scores are concluded, that's it. Like you can't go back and change your score. So I'm like, what's going on?
I don't know. I'm so confused. So maybe even by the time this episode comes out, things will be settled and hopefully it remains in Jordan's hands, even though like it's still annoying. Like at this point, I'm like, I wonder if this is like irking her to want to come back. And like, is it going to create beef with us in that country next Olympics? I don't know. I'm just kind of curious what's going to unfold, but I hope that they do the right thing.
I do too. Well, speaking of the Olympics, did you watch the closing ceremony?
I didn't watch it live, but I saw some snippets on social media. Did you?
I happened to have it on when it was happening, and I just have to say the closing ceremony was like a million years long. It was really weird at first, like this very odd, like acrobatic routine, and the costumes were kind of spooky, but it was kind of cool. Like they raised the rings from the ground, and this piano player was like levitating, playing the piano. It was cool. It had its cool moments. But my absolute favorite part was when they passed the flag to the USA, and all of a sudden Tom Cruise is like jumping off the side of a building. They had this amazing skit. He was like going through the crowd on a motorcycle. It was so hype. I was loving it. And then he was like driving his motorcycle, driving the flag to America. And then they end up at a live scene on Venice Beach in LA. And it was Red Hot Chili Peppers, Billie Eilish, Snoop Dogg, like 3 different performances. It was so lit. And it just made me so excited for LA Olympics.
I'm so excited for the LA Olympics. Have you seen the little like teasers of the arenas?
No.
So I guess swimming and diving is going to be in SoFi Stadium where like the Chargers and Rams play. Yeah, I think the like just vibe of LA is going to be really, really cool. However, I do have to say, I saw some people who brought up a really good point. They're like, so many people are going to want to go to the LA Olympics and it's going to be influencer like saturated.
Oh, 100%.
The brand deals and like people like are just going to infiltrate. And I'm not saying there's any hate to that. Like if anyone got the opportunity to go to the Olympics, of course you should go. But I feel like it's just going to like rack up how hard it is to go there.
Yeah, no, that's so true. I feel like LA traffic is already a nightmare, but imagine the Olympics, like no one's going to be able to go anywhere.
No, I know. Honestly, it sounds like a good time to leave. As much as you'd want to be there, it's probably a logistical nightmare.
Yeah, I would not go probably.
But I love that Simone got to hold the flag like at the handoff.
Yes, she was so cute in her little boot.
I know. I'm like, why the boot, girly?
I know
she's like doing it for they go on tour or something, but I'm like, I just wish for her like aesthetic purposes.
I know. She's so cute and tiny though. I just want her to be able to go home and watch her boyfriend play football.
I know.
Her boyfriend, her husband.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. But great timing for the Olympics. Yeah. Like she's going to go home and it's going to be like, there's nothing better than football season, let alone when your husband plays. Like the weather, everything. Like she's about to be in like the high of her life.
I know. She's living the dream.
She is. Also, I'm kind of like a little nostalgic that the Olympics is over.
I know. It was like always so fun just to flip it on and watch whatever was on no matter what. And now it's like, what do you turn on?
I know. And it's so crazy because I'll like, watch prime time or like randomly turn it on. And there's this track person I've literally never seen in my life. And within 20 seconds, I'm like cheering for him. Like he is my best friend. I'm like, come on, you do this every day. Like you've worked so hard for this. Like I'm like always so bought in for these people. And it's really makes me really proud to be from USA. I get so hyped.
No, literally Team USA forever. I also get so hyped, like screaming at the TV, like don't get tired. Yeah. So the Olympics are so fun. I wish we could watch together.
I know it is fun. And I do have to say, I'm not sure if Cade made you watch, but I was watching the basketball Olympics, Team USA. What a freaking whirlwind. I was so into it. It was so crazy. And like, I don't know. You know me, I'm a converted basketball fan because I don't think I had a choice if I was going to marry Ryan. But it was so exhilarating. I've never been so into a game in my life.
Wait, okay. So I was not necessarily watching, but Cade had it on the TV and we had to go somewhere. So he was watching it on his phone in the car while I was driving. And he was like, this is the best game I've ever watched. This is better than anything I've ever seen. And he's a LeBron fan. Like, he wanted to name truly LeBron. Like, he's obsessed.
Did not know that.
Oh, yeah. So he like doesn't necessarily root for Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And he was like obsessed with Steph during the game. He was like, those 3-pointers or whatever he got. Like, I've just never seen him be a Steph Curry fan, and he was so into it. And it just made me happy that he had so much fun and that we won.
I know. And that we won. And that's so funny because that's almost like the opposite of Ryan. Like,
yes,
he is obsessed with Steph, and like you can't not love LeBron because of how legendary he is. But it's so cool to see them like, instead of be rivals, like all the fans came together and got to like root for one team. I don't know. I loved it.
I loved it. And like there were photos that came out of Steph and LeBron as teammates. They were like so happy and like rooting each other on. I loved that part of it too.
I know. It was so cool. It was so special. So all in all, I think USA had a great Olympics, and I'm already excited for LA. And you know what's wild is to think how different our lives will be when the next Olympics come around.
I always think about that. Like in 4 years, what's going to be going on? We're going to still be podcasting.
Oh, absolutely. Our studios will be like freaking, you won't even believe it.
You won't even believe where Drinks on Us will be in 4 years.
You are going to choke. But yeah, what else? What did you do this weekend?
This weekend was pretty chill. I did go to Topgolf. My sister exposed the heck out of me on her story. I just have to say, I wasn't that bad the whole time. That was literally my first swing. And they voted me most improved when we left. So I did get better.
Of course, that wasn't filmed.
No, of course it wasn't filmed when I absolutely crushed it. But I did meet a DOU listener, and she was so cute. It made me so happy.
Oh, see, that's all that matters. But I do have to say, your mom had me rolling in that video. She said, the second time when it rolled back to her after you said stop laughing, she could not hold it in. It was the funniest thing in the world.
No, I actually don't like going golfing with my family because they're all so good, and I'm clearly not good. And like, I'm sorry, but I'm not as good as you. Yeah.
But you know what? You should give yourself credit for going, because a lot of people would not, just because I feel like it's hard to be like openly the worst at something, you know.
I feel like embracing it.
Yeah. You really just owned it. And for that, we should all admire Riley.
Well, thank you. That was so inspirational. Well, how was your weekend? Hopefully better than mine.
My weekend was all right. I am not emotionally recovered to talk about it. I just have to say F Storm Debbie, whatever they're freaking called. I don't know. I'm new to this whole Florida storm thing, but it was an all right weekend. But I do have to say this week I'm going to Louisville.
I keep forgetting when that is. I can't believe it's already here.
Yes. On Thursday I go. So the day after this airs, I'm going to Louisville and I'm getting quills 3 times. I can't wait. And we're staying in that cute, wait, should I say where I'm staying?
Yeah.
Is that
you can
dangerous?
Say. I don't think for this.
Yeah. We're staying at the Hotel Genevieve that
I knew you were going to say that. You're going to get the best content. I want to live in that hotel.
I was excited that we were going to stay there. I originally thought we would stay at Hotel Distill. I'm not sure if you've seen that one, but I was like, this one is so walkable to everything in Nulu. It has obviously the restaurant there, Bar Betty, Quills. So I'm excited. We have a reservation at Jeff Ruby's, but we thought of it so late that it's, I think, literally at like 8:30 or 9. So who knows? We might cancel it just because it's like, what the heck? Are we going to eat that late? But I'm going to go to Gertie's.
Stop. I'm so jealous. You're going to have you have so much fun to look forward to.
Yeah, I am really excited. It's a trip that I'm pumped about. Ryan and I get to go together. We're going for a wedding, and I'm going to get to see some of my best friends too, which makes it all the fun. Ryan's going to work from the hotel on Friday, so I'm going to like go girly bop around with Vic and Crystal.
Perfect. Honestly, that is like the perfect thing to be able to go and do while Ryan's working.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see your photos.
I'm really excited too. So that is what got me through a tough weekend. And yeah, do you have anything fun going on this weekend?
This weekend, I feel like I do. Oh, I'm getting my hair done.
Oh, fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, that is fun.
Yeah. But other than that, nothing too much. Maybe next week you'll be recovered enough to talk about your events. And I'll have something to talk about probably next week too. So we'll save it.
All right. We have a great episode for you guys already next week. You got to stay tuned. Okay. Well, are you ready to get into what's in our cart?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So remember a couple episodes ago when I was telling you how dry my skin felt?
Yes.
I saw my mom the other day and she looked at me and the first thing she said was, "Your skin is so dry."
Aww.
I'm like, oh my gosh, you can tell. Like, I know it feels dry.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's flaky or anything. It's just like, I can't describe it. It feels dry. So I had seen this influencer post about this like vitamin E ointment.
I'm so sorry.
Are you okay?
Sorry, guys. I hit my mic so hard.
Hitting the mic is such a jump scare.
I know. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. This vitamin E ointment from Amazon was like $8 and it's good for like, have you ever heard of slugging at night?
Yes. Yes.
It's like good for that. So it's very, very moisturizing. Okay. And where I need it most is like around my eyes. And so I got it. I tried it last night for the first time. Can't leave like a review yet because I've only tried it one time, but I'm trying, you guys. My skin is really dry for some reason.
No, my skin under my eyes is so dry too. And then I can't even put translucent powder under it right now because it looks insane when I do my makeup. Like I look 85 under my eyes.
No, I look 85 and counting. I will let you know if this vitamin E, I'm going to put it on every night before bed and it's like very thick. But when I woke up, it had absorbed.
Okay. So and is it strictly just like that's the only ingredient?
It's wheat germ, maybe aloe.
What the hell is wheat germ?
I don't know, but it's all
Sounds
natural.
Clean. Yeah. Okay. Let me know too, because you have kind of sensitive skin. So if your skin does well with it, I think I'd trust my skin.
I'll let you know. And it's not like a huge investment and it's easy. Nice. It was so easy to get. So I like that. And then this is like a super random thing that not everyone's going to care about, but my mouse died today for work. Like I have a work setup where I have my laptop, my monitor, and then I use like a wireless mouse and it died. I've had the same one for like 4 years. It was so sad. So I'm going to, I bought a new one off of Amazon, but I'm going to link my like little desk setup because I can like travel with it. I have my laptop set up on like a little stand and it's been amazing. So for any of you work from home girlies, if you're looking for like a new setup or to revamp your setup, mine has been great. So just wanted to link all of those things since I had to buy a new mouse today.
Are you getting the same mouse again?
I actually didn't get the same one. I got one that looked a little like comfier. It had more like grooves.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. It's the little things in life.
Yeah. So hopefully it gets here because it was so tragic trying to use my mouse like pad on my laptop all day. I'm like sore.
So when you're not working your 9 to 5 and you're just like on your laptop, are you using your mouse?
No, no. I only use it for 9 to 5.
And your 9 to 5 isn't your laptop. Like you're using your like monitor.
Well, I use my little laptop screen and then I also use my monitor. So I have like 2 screens up at all times when really I need 3 screens. There's so much going on. And then I have my like personal computer that I use for like do stuff. And I just use the little mouse on the computer.
Oh, wow. You have all the electronics going on.
I know there's a lot going on over here, especially in my brain too.
Yeah, I know. That's overwhelming for me. Well, link it for the work from home girlies.
I will. And let me know if you guys want any other links for like work from home things. But what's in your cart?
I thought I would start off by recapping last week. I asked for recommendations on sports bras and a lot of people did support your Lululemon statement, saying just like it's hard to beat Lululemon. And then I got quite a few Vitality recommendations, which is funny because I've been saying that I've been wanting to try Vitality. So I think I'm going to pull the trigger. I was hoping for like a nice dupe type of Amazon one where I could try it. If I didn't love it, return it. And I may still try like to just get a popular one with good ratings on Amazon. But I kind of think with those things, sometimes the name brand does the trick.
Yeah, I've been dying to try Vitality. A couple of times now I've gone on the website and like browsed and wanted to buy something, but it's so like sizing is so hard when you're buying from a new company. So if anyone can review sizing, is it true to size? Does it run small, large? Let us know.
I know. And I also feel like they have such a dedicated like audience that a lot of their like not normal, that was the wrong verbiage, but like the common sizes are sold out.
Yeah,
like,
they do
I'm
like
often
drops.
wanting to get like a colorway that I saw someone have on Instagram and then it's sold out. So
Yeah.
you kind of have to like jump on when they have a drop, I feel like.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing. And then the second thing is I was doing my makeup yesterday and I was just like, I'm in need for a makeup brush cleaning. So this is my PSA that if you haven't cleaned your makeup brushes in a while to do it. It never is fun to do it. Like you kind of dread doing it, but you feel great after. So I was just going to link the little pad that I use. I'm sure everyone has it, but I did not buy it for the longest time. I don't know why. It's like makes your life so much easier. And then as in the last year have kind of been like on my like cleanest things touching my face journey, I switched my cleaner from one that's completely clean and fragrance free because I'm like, I don't know, I felt weird about cleaning my brushes with the fragrance and then putting it on my face if it's sensitive. So I'm actually going to link that in case anybody's wanting to like switch their makeup cleaner to something clean because I love the way they were cleaned last time.
Yay.
Yeah, so that's that. And then the very last thing is today was hair wash day. It was a big day for me to wash my hair and style it. That doesn't happen for me often.
You did all of that before the pod?
I did. Yes, I did.
Wow, you were productive.
Yeah. And I obviously washed my hair with my new restocked Wella. That wasn't what I was coming on to say is I'm almost out of my In Magic Mist, my leave-in spray after. It's like a detangler / leave-in conditioner. I'm obsessed with the smell. It's so good. So I'm about to grab it and restock on it. So I'm going to link it if anybody's in the market to try a new one. Highly recommend.
You do love that one.
I do. I'm dedicated.
Love. Well, should we get into the main segment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, before we do, I want to let you guys know that this episode is brought to you by T-Bird. We recently discovered T-Bird, which is a canned hard sweet tea. And let us tell you, this is the drink of the summer. Perfected by the crisp, clean taste of pure American spring water, T-Bird ensures a refreshing and hydrating experience with every sip. T-Bird comes in 2 flavors, original, made with real black tea and cane sugar, and half, made with real black tea and fresh lemon. Whether you're lounging by the pool, hosting a barbecue, or using it as a base to create a cocktail, P.S. we love adding some muddled ginger and lime to create a T-Bird mule. Mm-hmm. T-Bird Hard Sweet Tea is perfect for all your summertime activities. You can buy T-Bird online and in store. Just go to drinktbird.com to find a store near you. As you guys know, I'm sipping on the half tonight, and it is just hitting the spot.
I just have to say, too, I just said this on my recent reel about T-Bird, but Riley, I know you can like vouch for me on this. You and Kate have very different drinking taste. Like he's normally the bourbon and we're more like light and I don't know. And I love that T-Bird is so appealing to both Ryan and I because sometimes it's just easier. Like we don't have to like find a drink for him, find a drink for me, get all the recipes and all the ingredients. It's just easy. Throw it in the bag and it floats everyone's boat.
So easy. And I feel like if you were having like a party or a get together, it's the perfect thing to throw in the cooler. Like anyone's going to gravitate towards it.
Yeah. And it's like something nice and different than the typical high noon. I don't know. Sometimes those get redundant.
I agree completely. So main segment, where should we even begin?
I think we should chat like a little bit just about like how we came up with DOU and like a little bit about the journey. Okay. Maybe some of our like funny stories of like the fails along the way. And like why DOU works for us. Like what was our vision? And I don't know, kind of like that.
Okay. So how we started DOU.
This feels so like, okay, we started it. How did we start it? How did we start it? I kind of forget.
We just were like, we should do something together.
Oh, Yes. And I know how. So in college, Riley and I started a YouTube channel after our reality show aired because we just kind of like were living together and felt like we could make fun content for people who supported us. And then we graduated and we went separate ways. And obviously our YouTube channel fell apart because we were like navigating life after college and it just wasn't realistic. And I just feel like we had this like support of our friendship and we were kind of just like sitting on it, and we just felt like we could do something that not only brought us closer and we could spend time together, but we could like connect with you guys. And so we were like, what feels on brand for us? Like what feels right? And that's kind of how the podcast came about. And that kind of spiraled into why we went like the Drinks on Us happy hour vibe.
Yeah, I feel like every time we were together hanging out, we were always doing something girly, maybe going to grab a drink, and it just like feels so organic to us. And yeah, I feel like we've just kind of been playing off of our true selves and everything we love. And I don't know, it just feels so girly and fun. But like, I don't even remember what the first thing we did when we were like, okay, we're going to start a podcast. I know we bought that manual. Remember that?
Wait,
it was like how to start a podcast.
Okay, because I do have to say, when you decide you're going to start a podcast, it is so overwhelming. And Riley and I were like, we're not going to do this unless we give it our all and are like very proud of what we create. And obviously like there's room for improvement in everything we do, but we wanted to make sure like we did our research and we did it right. And we were professional and like had a brand. It wasn't just like thrown together. And so yeah, we bought this 101 pamphlet. I literally don't remember how we found it. I don't even know like who it was, but they were really helpful.
You found it somehow. It was like two really cute girls who already have a podcast, and they were like, we're going to help you start your podcast. And we would like study it. And then we would get on FaceTimes and like talk about everything we learned. And they taught us a lot about the equipment that we needed to buy. That was like a huge takeaway for us on that. What else? Setting up the equipment, by the way, was scary. Okay. For the first time.
That was one of the funniest things. So when you guys watch the podcast, obviously the whole goal was to emulate like Riley and I were sitting in the same room, but we live in different states. And let me tell you guys, we underestimated how difficult it would be to like where we would look, how we set it up, where our camera sat, and like, oh my gosh, I'm sure you guys have seen the photo, but like one time at the very beginning, we log on, it was like our first test trial, and Riley is literally Buddy the Elf. She's the largest, like she's covering the whole screen, and we're also facing the same way. So it looks like we're sitting back, like I'm facing Riley's back, but Riley looks like she's literally like 15 feet taller than me. It was the funniest, most humbling thing. And I literally think I put it in my like launch post because it just makes me laugh so hard.
I need to see it again. We need to post it on our story. But yeah, we thought we slayed. We thought it looked like we were in the same room looking at each other, and we were totally not. But yeah, like all of the cords plugging in. There were so many times when we would get on and I'd be like, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? And like couldn't figure it out. I do not miss those days.
No, me either. And it's so nice because right now I'm in a phase where my stuff can stay. But I feel like there was times throughout the last year, Riley has had about 16 different studios. I've had 3?
Yeah.
3. And sometimes we travel to each other and bring our stuff. And it's always like a humbling experience because like you're not just plugging in one thing. You have to reset everything up. These stands, we've put them together so many times, and we just have to shout out our husbands because they both been very helpful in that process and helping us. Because I don't know why, but they both are kind of like, I don't know if they're more patient or like tech savvy or something, but they'll just like put stuff together for us or figure out our little malfunctions, which kept us sane when we were losing it.
Yes. And also shout out to our editor / IT president of DOU, JT.
Yes. Yeah, he is the best. This would not be possible without him, and he's taken that load off of us and just been so patient with us as we like are just trying to learn. That 101 guide as well really helped us with like how, like what the process is of like uploading and putting it onto like different podcast platforms.
That was a huge thing.
Yeah, that was really helpful. And I will say probably one of the most fun, is that the right way to say it? Most fun was we have this ongoing list on our Google Drive together, because that's how we like write our outlines and where we store everything. Is like we like, to Riley's point, we knew we wanted it to feel girly. We wanted it to feel like we're all sitting together, very just exactly what this became, but we were like, what's going to be the name? So like every night we just would throw in names and play around with them and see what felt right. And I don't even know how, but like, I think we got on FaceTime and like had it narrowed down to like maybe our top 8 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then we like landed on this, and then we started to like think of what segments felt right. Cause Sip and Spill was like one of the potential names, but we were like, let's just put it into one of our segments.
I remember too, there were so many names where I was like, this is so good. We're definitely doing this. And I would look it up and there were like 5 different podcasts with that name. I feel like we went through so many where we thought it was the one and it didn't end up being the one. And now I cannot imagine it not being Drinks on Us.
No, me either. It's so perfect for us because it just really encompasses everything we wanted this to be. And like the color scheme, like we worked with a really awesome, what would you call her? Just like a creative who helped us.
Graphic designer, maybe?
Yeah, graphic designer. She was so patient with us. We had like such an in-depth vision board, and Riley and I both have like, again, we wanted it to be proud of it. So we were very specific on like the color waves, and we had like brand guidelines of like what colors we use. As you can tell, we're like pink, cream, black, red, and we just wanted it to be very cohesive start to finish. And so she helped us, and we went through, oh my gosh, how many edits of the logo did we go through?
Like so many. She was so patient with us.
So patient. We were so fixated on the lipstick font because we just had this vision of the way we wanted to announce was lipstick on the mirror. Like I don't know how that even came about, but we just felt like it encompassed like the girls' room and everything we wanted it to be. And so she would give us so many different fonts, and we're like, no, it doesn't look like lipstick. It doesn't look like lipstick. Like, I remember how many times we did that.
No, and then she literally made the font specifically for this because we didn't like anything else. So she just like made it. And I don't know what we would have done without her too.
No, yeah, she was amazing. She also like, once we decided and did like our brand photo shoot, we like played around with like what picture looked best with our logo. And like, you guys see us like in the pajamas in the bathroom every week. Like that's like our official thumbnail. And that was really fun to decide as well. Cause we're like, what looks the most like us, but also like fits the logo the best. Gosh, that's so crazy that this has all been, I mean, we probably took 6 to 8 months leading up to actually having our first episode a year ago. Wouldn't you say it was like almost like January, Feb?
Yeah, I think it was like 7 months from when we were like, we're going to start a podcast to our first episode, which is like kind of a long time. We really took so much time to research, and like we did our brand shoot, and if you're
we did the legalities.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we had to do so much like on the legal side of things as well. But I would say if you are going to start a podcast, do it like 100%. Yeah. Don't be scared of it, but just know it's going to take time, and like you want to do it right. You don't want to put out content that like you're not completely proud of because you rushed it. So yeah, this is your sign to go for whatever you're hoping for.
Yeah. Like, and just to be okay with being a novice at something. I think Riley and I were both like, we're going to have to start somewhere. And like, we believe so much in what we're creating, and we like are so passionate about it. And you guys obviously in the last year have added so much to that, but we just love that we can be like a space for people in this similar time of life and like just connect, because there's nothing like girlhood and like feeling like you're not alone in everything you're going through, and just like laughing and making light of all the highs and lows of life. And so like whatever you're passionate about, if that's something that you feel called to share, just do it. And we all start with one listener, and it's so fun, and it's like a passion, and it's something fun you get to do outside of, you know, your other job or whatever it may be. So yeah, I definitely recommend going for it and sticking to it.
Yeah, consistency, even like when it's hard or you don't feel like it or you feel like no one is listening, like just do it over and over and over again. And I totally agree with you. This is this is girlhood every week.
I know. I love it. It makes me like just so happy because I feel like we go in so many different avenues. Like we're laughing, we're talking about trends, like we're silly, but like we also are just like all helping each other out through learning and navigating adulthood and heartbreak and all the good and bad things. And it's just a nice, refreshing, safe place.
Yes, totally agree.
I love it. I'm so just happy with how this year has gone. And I feel like I'll just repeat myself, but it's just been so fun. And I want to kind of hear some of I didn't look in depth other than on Instagram, but we asked you guys to write in like what's your favorite part or segment or like memory from the last year. And so Riley collected some of the top ones, and I think this will be a fun way to kind of recap the last year.
Yes, totally. Okay, so we have like a couple specific episodes and times, and then we have a couple like just really silly moments that I'll go through. So the first one, so many people said their favorite part of DOU is the What's in Our Cart segment, which I don't know why shocks me.
Me too.
Like I love that you guys love that because obviously Rose and I could talk about products all day and like our favorite things, but I don't know why I didn't expect that to be like your favorite part.
No, I thought by a landslide when we started the podcast, it would be Girls Room for sure. And I'm really happy that What's in Our Cart is because, you know, Rye, when we started, we like at first, I feel like we talked about like what's in our cart / trends. It was like more an even split. And we still do talk about trends, but I feel like we've really dedicated to like, we each have it like at least 2 or 3 things in our cart every week. Yeah. And like reviews. I don't know. I love it. It's so fun to talk about. And I could buy 1,000,010 things. It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. And I feel like as a listener, like I would also love to hear people talk about products and give reviews on things they like. So like, I guess I totally understand why you guys like it. And our carts are never empty. So not a problem.
Not a problem. It's inspiring because it's kind of like the good part of TikTok. You love seeing what other people are using, but you kind of get to like know someone. So you build that trust. But if you guys like want us to tweak or enhance any of our segments too, feel free to write in. We are open to constructive criticism. We're coachable.
We love hearing from you guys and like getting thoughts and ideas from you. Okay, the next one, love the mood boards, girly chats, and clean product talk. That is so DOU, all of those things.
So many different avenues. I love that people get inspired by us for clean products. Like if I can inspire someone to lead or live like a cleaner lifestyle, like that actually means a lot to me.
I know. Well, I've come a long way because of us talking about it on the podcast. So I'm sure you've inspired so many other people besides just me. Yeah. And I think we're going to continue to just be super clean in any way we can.
I love that. That is so awesome.
Yay. Okay, next one. Love listening to your pod weekly as a new mom. Love taking walks and feeling like I'm on a call with my best friends during the lonely time as a new mom. I love that you have like a little routine of listening in with us every single week. I feel like that helps with like just the routine of trying to get back into real life as a new mom.
This one makes me emotional because it's just, isn't it so cool, right? If you just think about it for a second, like so many people are in totally different walks of life, and like in a tough season and a good season, like we can just be an hour of their week that is just like a safe, fun, or happy place.
That is so true. I wish we had more mom advice. Someday we will.
Someday we will. And we're happy that we can be a part of your week, and we're cheering you on through motherhood or whatever season you're in. But I love this submission.
Yes, me too. Okay, next one says, the weekend catch-ups. Feel like I'm chatting with my besties. I love that you guys care about us checking in with each other on our weekends too.
Yes. I mean, I love that part because we just like to know what happened on our weekend, because sometimes we're busy and we don't like snap or get to like actually know. So it's cool to know that it's not just for us.
Yeah.
That part.
We will continue doing that for sure.
I will say though, when I listen to podcasts or TikToks or whatever, I find myself loving like just like the back and forth banter of, I don't know, you just kind of feel like you're a part of them.
Yeah. And you feel like you can relate like to someone talking about like the normal mundane everyday things and like little things that happen to them. You're like, wait, that totally happens to me too. So it like makes you feel connected. Like,
Yes.
You're so right.
I agree.
Okay, this one's good. It says, episode 43, I was struggling to find a job after college and listening to that episode really helped. That makes me so happy. What was the title of episode 43? I forget.
Well, you're not behind.
Oh, maybe you're not behind in life. That was such a good one.
Repeat after us, you're not behind or something.
Regardless, if you're struggling to find a job or find your calling in life, sounds like you should listen to 43.
Yeah, sorry, we don't remember the exact title. I could be so off, but that means a lot too because, you know, a job's really important. So I'm just glad that resonated with this listener.
Same. And I feel like after college, like we've lived through that. And so we can provide at least our own advice for like how we handled that time in our life.
Yeah, it is a really vulnerable time. So I'm happy to give any advice because adulthood really hits you on the head.
Oh, yeah. Comes quick. Okay, so these next couple ones are just like funny moments.
Okay.
I have to say, we were so much funnier. Like ever since we turned 28, we're kind of just not as funny anymore.
Shoot, really?
I know. You'll notice. I mean, we really had a lot of funny times.
Shoot, right? Maybe it's because we're just, no, don't say that. Maybe we're just busy.
Yeah.
Moving parts.
Okay, first one, jojoba oil.
Okay, jojoba is legendary.
Jojoba. Wait, should we come out with our own jojoba oil?
Wait, we should. Oh my gosh.
Everything we do,
I know.
We're going to make merch.
No, we are. We need to capitalize on everything. I thought of something so cute. Too bad we probably won't have 10K by Christmas, but how cute would it be to do a jojoba like, wait, I'm sorry.
What? What were you thinking?
I was thinking the Pink Panther was a Christmas movie, and it's absolutely not. I was thinking we could make a cute Christmas jojoba oil. I think I'm thinking it's Christmas because we filmed it around Christmas.
Okay.
But wouldn't it be cute to do like something with jojoba? I don't know.
We totally should. I mean, it's so on brand for us. But how the heck do you make your own jojoba oil? Are we going to be in the factory like mixing things?
Jojoba. Oh, I know. We can make our jojoba cherry scented.
Yes, of course. Of course. Cherry scented jojoba. It's never been done before.
Cherry icons on the glass bottle.
Obsessed. We
I
act
would
like
buy
we're made
it.
of money. We just need $1 million to start up our jojoba
Steve
company.
Martin to endorse us. Or,
yes, perfect.
Yeah, sponsor our brand.
Perfect. He would do it. Steve, wonder what he's up to.
Delulu for Waterloo.
Absolutely Delulu for Waterloo. Okay. Next one. Probably my favorite. Rose eating the microphone.
Oh. I just have to say, this went down in history, and I'm just so happy it happened to be one of the few episodes that we were together, right?
Yeah, we were in Florida.
Thank God, because it wouldn't have hit if you weren't right next to me to catch, like, I feel like I wouldn't have been as self-aware.
No. And by the way, she didn't eat it. She slurped it.
I did. Wide mouth, slurpy derpy. I don't know what happened that day.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you were just like really busy.
Yeah. Remember our chairs? They were like class chairs. Like we were in high school again. They were so erect.
Yeah, we went to class every Monday.
That was fun. We also bought new chairs and went shopping together when Riley lived in Florida for a month.
That was Florida DOU podcasts were something else.
That was a fun time. And we filmed it in like a 4x4.
And there was an air mattress in it at one time.
Like, honestly, nothing can stop us. Like, literally 50 episodes. We didn't care if we were in a shack filming. We were filming.
No, literally. Like, don't try to stop DOU because we're not gonna.
We're not going to. I also have to say, I know this is like their write-ins, but like, what would you say the toughest episode like to film was? Do you have like a standout?
No, what do you mean by tough? Like hard to talk about?
Like, or like it was a hard day for you, but you showed up, or like the technology was just testing you to a new degree? Like, do you have any, or like, you know, you flew across the country, and do you have any that stand out to you? Because I have one.
Wait, I want to hear yours.
The one with Ryan and Cade. I was losing my shit. It was so, we couldn't get the angle down. We couldn't get the 4 mics down.
We were an hour late to where we had to be.
And the boys just wanted to go to the football game or wherever we were going. Oh my gosh. It was so stressful.
Your Amazon package came to the door.
And that episode had so much potential, and it still was good, but it would have been better if the circumstances worked out better. Okay.
So I'm going to manifest this, that the 4 of us are going to have a redo on the episode sometime in the near future.
Yeah.
And we will totally revamp that. But yeah, you know why we were late? Because we tried to do 7 million things and thought we had a million hours to film before we had to go to the game. And it was just like, we were rushing, and then the microphones weren't working, and then we had the wrong cord. It was just a lot.
Gosh. And then like my lights, like the windows were too bright, and my TV or my coffee table was too low. Like we were like ants in the back corner.
People still liked the episode though.
Yeah. Because it was like a fun like guest with Ryan and Cade, but it had potential. But we'll redeem ourselves. Don't you worry.
We will. That one was really hard. I don't have a specific one. I just remember in the beginning, like every single episode, our microphones would cut out, our headphones would cut out. We would lose Wi-Fi. Like, why do we have so many issues? Now we don't, knock on wood.
And you know what's crazy is like that was the most calm and stable our lives were. Like we were both in our home office, and like it was just normal, and we were still tanking.
Yeah, we absolutely tanked.
Oh, I know. Remember we like learned something about our little contraption? Like JT kind of like jailbroke it, and he helped us. Like he helped me with my battery life.
Yeah, that was a great time for DOU.
Oh, that was like life-changing. No offense. Love that.
Okay, next one. The Kendall sneeze. That was such a jump scare in the moment. I can't even explain it.
That might have been the hardest I laughed on the pod.
Yeah, I think it was.
That was so funny. I just love how she just does not care. Like right into the screen.
Right into the screen. Like didn't even try to cover her mouth.
The mouse squeak after might be funnier than the sneeze.
Yeah. The mouse squeak nose blow just makes the whole thing.
Oh, that was legendary.
Okay, the next person said y'all. If you know, you know.
Oh,
that was a funny one. That was for girls' room. We couldn't get it together. I couldn't get it together.
No. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Okay, I forgot about this. What is a rut? Remember? We never figured it out.
Wait. How far back was that? That was early.
That was an early episode, and we were talking about what to do when you get stuck in a rut and just like don't have the motivation. And then we were like, wait, what is a rut? Like, why do we say that?
Oh, yeah. And I said, like, it reminded me of an acorn.
Yeah. Why?
Because, like, rut, nut, corn, acorn. I don't know. My brain's a weird place.
That one I can't get on board with.
Like, a rut, though.
I can't believe Thomas Rhett.
Thomas Rhett isn't a rut. Thomas Rhett isn't a rut.
Yeah.
I can't believe we haven't mastered the definition of rut yet.
If anyone knows, let us know.
Yeah, help us out, please.
Okay, last one. Someone said their favorite episode was the Ken Craddock episode. That was, oh my gosh, you know what? That was a hard episode. Because our technology was tanking. And we were trying so hard to act like it wasn't.
Wait, were we together for that?
Yeah, we were together. And I think she had bad Wi-Fi.
Oh my God, guys. You don't even understand. We heard her sentence 18 to 30 seconds late. And it was just, it came off like we were cutting her off. And like she would hear us late. And so, oh my gosh, that one makes me cringe.
It makes me cringe because it was like we were having such good conversations, but the pauses and the delays, like it didn't come off the way it was supposed to.
Yeah. But we'll bring her back on once we're more steady, because it was a really great episode. I think she's a great talker, and like we covered really good content and people love her. Like she is
I love her.
Me too. So we need a redemption both for her and for us.
Yeah. And if there's anyone else that you guys want us to have on, we haven't had a guest in a while.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Let
that's
us know
true,
who we should
right?
ask.
Yeah, we need to think about a guest. We've just been riding the OG.
Riding solo.
We did go through a really heavy guest time, so we're just like trying to even ourselves out.
Yeah.
Like we're just the best.
We just love ourselves. Well, thank you guys for submitting your favorite DOU moments over the last year and your favorite DOU episodes. Absolutely love hearing what you guys like and what you laughed at. And yeah, we've had so much fun with you. But let's get into Girls Room. We have 3 really good submissions today.
Okay. I'm ready.
First one. Hi, girlies. Love the pod, but just looking for some advice. I recently broke up with my boyfriend of 7 years. We were together since I was 22 and I'm now 29. I have so much love for him, but we've been to a bunch of weddings recently and I've realized he is not who I'm supposed to marry. Any advice on how to go through a breakup and how to navigate being almost 30 and single? I know you girls aren't, but wasn't sure if you had some friends going through something similar. I think that the fact that your gut was telling you this person wasn't who you were supposed to marry and you actually followed through is very brave, because I'm sure the comfortable thing to do would be to stay in the relationship and just kind of like go through the motions. So 1, proud of you for doing this for yourself. And 2, I don't know, what would your advice be, Rose?
I think my advice would be to fully embrace it, because to Riley's point, I could not agree more. You did the most courageous thing and you're going to be so proud of yourself once you find the person that is the person you're meant to spend forever with. And unfortunately, Riley and I did not have to like go through being in our super late 20s or 30s without our person. And we're obviously very grateful for that. But we do have friends that have that story. And watching them, I think the biggest thing is for them to not build resentment for friends that are in different seasons of them, and rather focusing on their life and like what makes them happy. What are they looking for in a partner? Be willing to just like go on dates with people. And if they're not the right person, like, you know, now like what you liked about, like, what did you like about your boyfriend that you broke up with? Like, and what did he not have? And like make a list for yourself. So when you're like going on these dates and putting yourself out there, like, you know, like, I don't know, I feel like dating around sometimes makes you more confident in going and putting yourself out there, that when you find the person, you'll know.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. You know exactly what you're looking for. And I'm so excited for this next chapter of your life, because I think Rue said this before, Rose, like 30s are the new 20s. You know who you are, you know what you want, you know the type of friend you are, you know more about yourself and you're more confident in who you are. And so I'm really excited for you and think your life is going to be amazing. So yeah.
Yeah. And I would say too, when you do find someone at that age, you don't have to like date for so many years, because you both have been through so much life in different relationships. So don't be so hung up on like, oh my gosh, like then I have to date them for 5 years. And like, I feel like if you find someone later in life, you know when you know. And so in just like a few years, like you'll be quote unquote caught up with where everyone else was. So just trust the timing of your life, because once it does unfold, it will make sense. And we all end up in the same place normally, like house, kids, dog, you know, like marriage, just different timelines for everyone.
Yes. Okay, next one. Hi, ladies. Love the pod. I just recently got married and it truly was the best day of our lives. However, the 10% chance of rain forecasted turned into a literal monsoon during our ceremony. My husband and I were adamant about keeping our ceremony outside as we saw our altar and everything looked so beautiful. We did our ceremony in 7 minutes and we truly have never been happier. We are confident in our choice, however, feeling sad that we didn't get the traditional ceremony we were wanting. I'm wondering how you worked through any disappointments of your wedding day, if you had any, and also how you worked through the post-wedding blues. They are real for me. Okay, first of all, I would have done the same exact thing as you. I said leading up to my wedding, even on the wedding day, that it was like drizzling a little bit, and I was like, nope, ceremony's outside. Unless there's a literal like hurricane or tornado, we are having it outside. So I am so happy with your choice because I'm sure it was absolutely beautiful and I'm sure you got the best photos. And although it was only 7 minutes, I bet it was so special. And yeah, I'm just proud of you for sticking to it. Post-wedding blues are so real, but also marriage, like in this next chapter of your life, is so fun. Rose and I love being married, and I don't know, I feel like it's just fun to look back on the photos and videos if you got one. But I wasn't necessarily like super sad just because there's so much to look forward to.
Yeah. I also would have done the same thing. And I think there's certain things in everyone's wedding that maybe like doesn't go perfect because they're not in the details like you have been the last year of your life. But just having like the faith and belief that like it went exactly how it was supposed to, and like just focus on what you and your husband got to do and experience and all the great people there. I really can't even remember what went wrong necessarily. Like that's not where my like memory goes to. So just focus on like the highs of the day to like be your main memories when you look back. And yeah, sometimes it makes me sad to think like all those people will never be in like a room again and there's no feeling like your wedding, but there was just like a sense of excitement to just like be able to be married and not have to wedding plan anymore. So to Riley's point, like you're entering such a special, pure season. Like there's nothing like being freshly married and like really starting your life together. And so, and be relieved, like you don't have to wedding plan anymore and spend an arm and a leg on a wedding.
You don't have any more checks to write.
Yeah.
Okay. That was good advice.
Thanks.
Last one. I can't tell. Oh, this one kind of made me laugh.
Okay.
I can't tell if I'm friends with my boyfriend's sister or not. I just moved to the same city as her, and she never really asks me to hang out with her and her friends, even though I don't have many friends here yet. Okay. I would say if she's not making the effort to invite you, maybe you need to make the effort a little bit first. And that way, like she'll invite you, you can get introduced to her friends, really mesh with the group. And then hopefully from there, it's like a no-brainer. She'll always invite you after that. So maybe you just need to initiate it.
Yeah. There's a lot of context missing here for me. Like how long have you been dating? What age are you guys? Do you have similar, like do you guys both like going out and doing the same kind of stuff, which could play into the invite, especially if it's new and different ages. Like maybe the girl doesn't want to be like too much and like trying to insert herself into the family like too fast. I don't know. But I agree with Riley. I think like put yourself out there, and even if like you're not hanging out with like her friends all the time, like even just being able to like hang out with her and do things, you'll kind of get a feel for like what your relationship is. Like, are you best friends? Are you, like, do you just kind of do wine nights together or whatever? But I'd say put in the effort. And then if it's still not going good, then write into us again and we'll handle it from there.
Yeah, give us more context. I was just laughing at the way she said, I can't tell if we're friends or not.
Yeah, that's never a great way to start a submission.
Nothing worse. Well, I think that concludes our happy hour. Thank you guys so much for joining us on our 50th episode, 1 year of DOU. Can't believe it. So excited for another great year of DOU.
Yes. Okay. So I obviously am going to leave us with a cheers and toast to the best being yet to come and just being so thankful for you guys. You guys make our weeks so special and we wouldn't be here without you. So spread the love to more people because we're always looking to grow our happy hour crew and our DOU crew, of course, but we love you guys And we will see you on the other side of 50 next week. We love you, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. Love you guys.
Bye.